in this video we're going to be looking at using a TI-nspire calculator to compute finite distribution parameters. So this is an emulator for a TI-nspire calculator. If you hit the on button there, it'll open up to this screen. We're going to start a new document here, which is number 1. And I don't particularly need to save what I have there before, so I'll enter that. And we're going to start by adding a list, data, let's see, list and spreadsheet actually is what we want to do, number 4. And so this calculator actually has a spreadsheet, so we can basically do this just like we had, just like we did in Excel. So if you've already watched the Excel video, this is going to be very similar. So I'm just going to call this XList. Let's see if this is the right place. Here, X. X values. No, try again. Should be up here in this one. X values. Maybe it doesn't like the. Okay, it didn't like the dash. Okay. X values, and we're going to put some data here. I'm just going to randomly go through here. Okay, and so we have some data values, and this is going to be P of X here. Let me just call it PDF. This is the values of the PDF. 0.2. I need to make sure that these add up to 1. What do we got so far? 0.7. So if I put another 0.2 and another 0.1, those should add up to 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, that's going to be a legitimate probability density function. Now, if we want to compute the mean of this, we need to take the X times the PDF. Let's see how I want to label this. X. No, I'm not used to the labels on here. Okay, this is X times PDF. I'm not sure if how I'm going to get that to label correctly. So I should be able to say equals A1 times B1, and it works basically just like a regular spreadsheet, just like Excel. And I should be able to copy that, and I think I can actually use Control C over here, and then go down, and I think I can do Shift, yeah, and get several of these at once. Let's see if I can do this right. Shift and go down. Shift. Why is this not working? It looks like it's doing it for a little bit. Then I'll do Control V. There's a little paste there. And we've got another one. Let's copy and paste again. Control C. And then Control V. Okay, so we have all of those there. Now, we should be able to go down here and put a sum. Okay. And I think I can just, it basically works the same as Excel, I believe. Let's see if this is going to work. I'm fairly new to this calculator, but I think this is going to work. Sum, parentheses, C1 to C5. C1, and then I'm not sure what we need here. If we need C1 to C5, I think we need a colon. Let's see there. Where would that be? Comma. Okay, symbols will be there's a colon, enter, and C5. Now I actually have my keyboard on my computer. I probably could just type it in here, but that should have added up those values. Does that look right? 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's going to be, so that's going to be the mean right there. Okay, so the mean is in C7. Okay, we can now actually figure out the variance as well. So what we want to do now is find the deviations from the mean. So these are the deviations. So these will be, what do you say, equals, and we want to take the x values, which in this case is A1 for this one, and we want to subtract the mean, which was C7, I believe. C7. Yeah, C7. But we want to do absolute referencing, and this works the same as Excel. Okay, let's try it again. Equals A1 minus C, and we can do dollar. So control and the little book key here gives us our symbols, and there's the dollar. Enter 7. So that's going to be just like Excel. So I should be able to go up here and copy, Control V, go down and paste. No, that's not. I didn't want to do Control V. I wanted to Control C. Try it again. Control C for copy, then Control V for the paste. Okay, that looks like the correct formula. And again, down one more, Control V, paste, and just paste this all the way down. Now we have all the deviations, the x minus the means. Now what we want to do is we want to take those things and square it. So we want to take well, I'm in row 2 right now, D2, and square it. I want to copy that, Control C, and I forgot to put one up in 1, so let's get there, Control V for that one. Then here, Control V, Control V, and Control V. Now actually there's actually a shortcut to this. Let me go up here and delete this, and there's actually a shortcut. If I want to use this whole thing, I can go up, I can go to this right here, this gray area right here, and I can say equals D square. I think this works. Yes, so it squared the D. Similarly, I could have gone up here for deviations, and I could have said take column A minus, it was C7, right, for the mean. C, again, I probably need to put that dollar there. $7. And so I can actually get this to apply a formula to an entire row, which is pretty cool. Okay, and so this is a little bit of a shortcut to apply something to the entire column, actually. And so now once I have those, I need to take that column, so equals E, column E, and multiply it by the probabilities which are in column B. And then I can add those up. Actually, you know what's going to be easier to do here? If I will just go over here to where I found the mean, which is the sum of things above it, and copy that, Control C, and then go over here and do Control V, and now I have, whoops, wrong one, needs to be here, Control V, got the wrong column. Oh, oh, that's messing up my other rows. Okay, sorry. So what I need to do here is so I've got the deviations. Let's go back and redo this. So I'm going to take column D and square it. And then I want to multiply the stuff in column E by this stuff in column B. And that's, now what I need to do is add up these things now. So let's just put it over here. Okay, so that's going to equal a sum. I should be able to just type it in. S-U-M, open parentheses. Now what I want to do, I want to do from F1 to F5. F1 colon, so I need control there to get to the colon. F5, enter, F5, enter, and then I'm going to call, well, that's the variance. And then if I take the square root of that, let's see, square root's right here, control, square root of G1, oh, I need to start with an equals. Just like Excel, if it's a formula, you need to start with an equals. Equals square root of G1. And so now we have the standard deviation. So the 6.76 is the variance, the 2.6 is the standard deviation, and over here somewhere, back a ways, over here, 6.2 was the mean. We can also compute the skewness. The skewness, we need to find a z-score. So let's see if I can just label that z-score. Yeah, I took that. So to a z-score, I can do this with a formula. What I have to do is I have to take the parentheses, first of all. I need to take the x value, which was in column A, minus the mean, which was C7 if I remember right. And I better put $1 on that just to make sure that it's doing that correctly. And I want to divide by the standard deviation, which was G2. G, and I better put a dollar there. And now we have the z-scores for each one. Now to find the now we need to cube these, and I should be able to just actually type this in, z-score cubed, so I can refer to it by column number, or I should be able to refer to it by its name if it's got a name. And now I want to sum those up. So actually, if I'll just go over here and copy, Control C, and paste. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't want to add those up, excuse me. I need to multiply by probabilities first. C cubed P, so it equals C cubed times column B. Those are the ones I need to add up. So equals the sum of J1 colon J6, I think it was. Or was it just 5? Just 5. Yeah. And so that is the skewness. So this one's skewed to the left a bit. So it has a spreadsheet. Many of the same things work the same way as Excel. We use a colon between to give us a range. Control C is copy, Control V is paste, $sign for absolute referencing. One thing that you have here that didn't work so nicely in Excel is you could, by putting these formulas in this second row here, the row above row 1, that is going to allow you to figure out stuff for the whole, apply it to the whole column, which is kind of nice. And so this allows us to compute these values. So this one right here is the skewness, and earlier over here we have, so what was that for skewness? Negative 0.766, variance of 6.76, standard deviation of 2.6, and somewhere over here we had 6.2 for the standard deviation. Now actually it's even better than that, because a lot of this stuff is built in. This shows you all the steps, but there actually are some shortcuts built in. So now that we have this in here, we can go through our menu and find some other things. So if we go to menu here, go down to number 4, which is statistics, stat calculations, we want to do one variable statistics. We have one list that we want to work with. The X list is in column A, and frequencies are actually relative frequencies, but they're in column B. We don't have category list to worry about, and this says it's going to put our results in column M, which is okay for right now. And so I hit enter. Let's try again. Okay. For statistics, stat calculations, right arrow, one variable statistics, enter. Number list 1, that's good. X list is in column A. tab should take me down. Frequency list is in column B. Tab down, tab down, tab down. And hit OK. The variable is not defined. Okay, maybe I need to name these things. So let's go back. We've got X values in PDF, so let's see if we can use those names instead of A and B. Okay, let's try it this time. Okay, so here we are. We're going to try this again. Menu 4. Okay, so this was called XList. X. No, what was it called? Now I've forgotten. Go back and see. X values and then PDF. Okay, excuse me. Let's try again. Menu number 4. Something's wrong here. Menu 4 statistics, stat calculation 4, right arrow, 1 variable, 1 list, X values, and this was PDF for the probabilities. And okay. And if you'll look here, look at what we have. It computes a lot of statistics, and it does everything we need. There's a 6.2 for the X bars, X bar, which is the mean. Sigma of the X's is 2.6, which is the standard deviation. Of course, we can square that if we want the variance. And it does figure out some median, the minimum, the quartiles, and some of the X squares there. And this is the, if you look at the formula, this is the sum of the X minus X bar squares. Actually, it was times the probabilities. So this is the variance. So there's the variance right there. The standard deviation is right there, and the mean is right there. So it'll figure out all of those things directly without showing you, without working through all the steps. Or we can, of course, work through all the steps. So anyway, there's a quick introduction to the TI-nspire CX and computing the mean, standard deviation, and variance, both by using the spreadsheet kind of version where we show all the steps, and also by using the built-in shortcut commands.